don't know whether you can see me clearly or not. It's sunny. It's sunny in Ireland! Jesus! I am off to the cinema. It is Friday evening. It's not. It's Friday. It's 5:15. The film starts at 5 o'clock. I am off to see In the Heights. This is a movie that I did not know about until, just bear with me until I get out onto this road, until I saw it on Sean's channel, Lost in the Reel, and Man of Movies, who both really rate this, said it was really good. This is a movie from a musical, from a stage show. It's got dancing in, which I always love anything with a bit of dancing in. My husband will absolutely hate this. This is just his idea of the worst thing in the world that he could be made watch. But given that he is at home watching the football, and tonight is England versus Scotland, my husband's English, he's otherwise engaged, so he will be very pleased to know that he doesn't have to go see this. So, but tomorrow I noticed D'Artagnan and the Three Muskehounds starts. That was my favourite cartoon as a child. I adored it. One bar all and all for one, Muskehounds are always ready. So if you don't know what that is, that probably just was cringe, but if you do know what it is, you'll have sung along with me, no doubt. So I'm just, oh, I'm crooked, it's what I am. Oh, the cinema car park's packed. I think that's people having their vaccines though. I see a nurse there reading a book. The vaccine centre is just behind the cinema. I really don't understand why there's so many people. I can't see my hometown being that culture that they want to watch a musical. That's fucking useful. Child hanging out of a car with his legs in the next parking space. Right, folks, I'm here. I'm gonna go, and I shall of course report to you afterwards and let you know what I thought of In the Heights. All by myself, I wanna be.
There you go.
Oye, ¿qué pasó? Blackout, blackout. Vino el apagón, ay Dios. Oye, ¿qué pasó? Blackout, blackout. Vino el apagón, ay Dios.
Hello guys, pardon the glasses and pardon the fact I'm driving. I have just come out of the cinema having watched In the Heights, and I should wait till I get home to review this, or at least I can get parked somewhere, but the greedy guts that I am has just bought a tub of ice cream and I need to get home before it melts. A treat for all of us really. I really shouldn't talk to you with glasses on, it's not really It's very sunny, which it never is here, which is ridiculous. Right, okay. I apologise in advance for language I get wrong here, for not knowing the actors' names, which I would look up if I was at home. I went to see In the Heights this evening, knowing nothing about it at all. Zilch, nada. I went on the recommendation of Sean from In the Reel and the YouTube channel Man of Movies. I need to watch your reviews again now that I've watched this film, because literally I knew nothing. This is based on a stage show, a musical. My husband detests musicals. He gets really wound up when people start singing it. There's a single magpie over there. Honestly, I'm going to keep telling you so that you can see how often this happens to me. That was absolutely glorious. That was easily my favourite film this year so far. I adored that. That was an emotional roller coaster, start to finish. I cried. I smiled, I laughed, I was cross. There was not an emotion I did not feel while I was watching that movie. And it's been quite a time. I think the last time, this is ridiculous, the last time, let me out onto this road before I talk to you, because it's rude not looking at you when I'm talking to you. Is he turning round? Let's go. The last time I think I cried that much at a film, but maybe it was easier because I was there on my own and there was no one to look at me and make me feel stupid, was Marley and Me, because dogs, and I wasn't prepared for what happened. And the end of A Star Is Born, again I didn't know what happened. But that movie, oh my god. So basic premise. We follow different people from Washington Heights, and one guy in particular called Usnavi, who runs a bodega which sells like his typical groceries, coffee. He's famous for his coffee. He has a big crush on like the prettiest girl in the area. We follow the girl that's done really well and has went to a really prestigious university but feels the weight of the communities on top of her shoulders. We follow like salon workers. Girl from Orange is the New Black is in it, and I can't remember. It's awful. I'm going to put names up on the bottom. I'm really bad with actors' names. I always have been. She is so beautifully curvaceous and sexy, and this movie is full of really pretty slim girls, but really curvaceous, beautiful, womanly women being sexy, and it's a joy to see. This is sort of centered around the Latino culture that some have been born in the US, some have come in. Usnavi is from the Dominican Republic. He always dreams of going back there one day, as he remembers it as the happiest years of his life. But the film basically is about this community of people and how they band together as a family, and we have like the abuela, her character was just beautiful. She's not related to these people. She has never had children, but she has become the community abuela, and everyone looks up to her. It just follows all these different people's lives in the community and different strifes and troubles and worries they have. Obviously singing and dancing throughout, which if you don't like that kind of thing, probably don't watch it, but it would be such a shame because this story is just beautiful. I didn't know about this story. I mean, being in Ireland, I think in the US people will be very aware of it, but here, never heard of it. We don't get a lot of culture over here, unfortunately, but I'm so glad I watched those reviews and went to see that movie, because the acting, first rate, the singing, beautiful, the dancing, just makes you want to get up and dance. I love all that sort of thing anyway, but aside from all that, the story, guys, the culture, the colour, the cinematography, some little effects that they put in there. There's a scene, if you've seen it, on the side of a building, oh my god, it is magical. It's beautiful. If you liked La La Land, go watch this. I prefer this to La La Land. If this doesn't scoop the Oscars in every fucking category, honestly, there's something wrong. I was watching this and I was just, I was so jealous, and I was thinking to be part, and now that sounds ridiculous because the hardships they talk about as well are really, you know, horrible, but such a rich culture, such a beautiful, inclusive, wonderful culture, and loved it. And then there was the scene with the guy that bought, I'm not going to tell you any ins and outs, but just this touched me. It was a scene where the guy, he was the first person not from the US originally that bought the first little shop on that road that went on to be owned by all different people in his community, and he bought it, and he said up until that point everyone on the entire row was Irish. And I'm watching it and thinking, is this why I feel such an affinity to this? Is this why I'm in love with this so much? Obviously we know a lot of people went over to America from Ireland, a lot of you know, after the war and stuff, when things were bad here and people just wanted to work, and that's very much put across, is how much these people just wanted to work and provide for their families and give their kids the future that they felt they didn't have. And oh, it's just beautiful, it's wonderful. I cannot say enough good things. If you don't like singing and dancing, you're missing out, because the story in itself is just, I sat there and I cried. And it wasn't like, you know, I'm not saying, oh, it's really horrible stuff happens or anything. I'm just, the whole story and the depth of it, and the depth of the emotions that you feel, and oh, just go see it, guys. Go watch it. You will not regret it. I loved that. Now, I've been to see A Quiet Place too. Loved it. Another movie that I highly rate this year is called Profile. Loved it. That's a 5 out of 5 movie. That's a 10 out of 10 movie. That was brilliant. I cannot tell you one thing wrong with that. Nothing. Fantastic. I don't even mind going into the house that England versus Scotland's on. That's how good that was. Right, I will sign off. So thank you to you guys that's reviews made me go watch that. One word needs to be said about that movie. Alabanza.